The team up that no one saw coming until the Broncos destroyed the Raiders.
Dude,
that's the first thing I wanted to talk about.
Oh, it couldn't have happened to a better franchise, right? Like, they are swirling around the toilet bowl on their way down. The Davante drama with it, the head coach who's like a rookie calling out players like 3 weeks in for making business decisions. That's just not a good thing. And you juxtapose that with the team chemistry that Sean Payton has built, dude. And we're just getting off. We did a back-to-back East Coast road trip and like stayed at this sweet place. We were paintballing with the bros, and like that team is tight, man. It was just a matchup nightmare for them because of the chemistry, really, you know?
It's like polar opposites, right?
Yeah,
One
100%.
team's coming together, bonding, getting behind their rookie quarterback. The other side is pointing the swords at each other. And it's exactly how we called it. Hey, sorry for interrupting myself, but one quick reminder before you forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you can be here every single time I post. It's the free way you guys can support the channel. We're trying to build something special here very early on in the stages here. We only have 10,000 subscribers. We're trying to get 20,000 subscribers. The only way that's possible is if you guys support the channel by liking the video, subscribing, turn on notifications. And it's exactly how it goes every year. By week 6, the Raiders fans are in full-blown civil war. Every year. Is it AP? Is it Davante? Is it Gruden? Is it Carr? Is it Antonio Brown? Is it Ruggs? Who is it this time? Who's next? You know, after Davante.
And dude, like the sad thing for them was that Sean Payton got burned once when he was like prepping for a star player not to be in. It actually was DeMarcus Ware, and he's like, hey, all week he wasn't supposed to be in, so we didn't prep for him. We see him jog through the tunnel, and he had a strip sack fumble and then 3 sacks and was in our backfield all day. So all week long, the Broncos prepped as if Davante was going to be there. Sean Payton truly thought he was going to be there. And so the first like 3 offensive drives, Surtain was not on Bowers, and we totally game planned for it. And so you saw what that offense could be with Davante and Brock. Like, that is a scary offense, like legitimately. And so like what, I mean, and now I'm hearing they might just get a 3rd pick for him. I would be like, I thought y'all got hosed to only get a 4th round pick for Keenan, and Davante doesn't have the injury concerns that he does. So I do honestly feel bad for them.
That's the thing. Yeah. Is they've added an injury concern that's fake. Well, they're messing up right now. They're using a fake injury to keep him off the field, and it's going to hurt their trade negotiations because other teams aren't going to pretend that he's injured to help you get higher draft picks. Not at all. So right now, Davante Adams is a 32-year-old receiver with a bad contract based off of his stats last year and this year with a hamstring injury. That's his trade value on the market right now. And Raiders fans keep saying a Son Reddick and a 2nd. Y'all are effing crazy. You'll be given a 2nd with Davante in that deal. Ooh. If anything, Davante's worth a 3rd round pick to a desperate team like the New York Jets or like the Pittsburgh Steelers, who were seeing the thing devolve with George Pickens. Like one of these teams that are desperate in the playoff race, they might be willing to give them a 3rd round pick for him. And Telesco will give in because they're not just going to let Davante and keep paying Davante to watch these games. They're going to give in eventually. They're going to give up the 3rd round pick for Davante Adams to whichever team is willing to do it the closer we get to the deadline. If he's not traded by next week, I'll be shocked.
Dude, I did not even think about how much they could be burning themselves by faking an injury for business.
Why can't it just be like we've seen before? We've seen guys with beefing with the team, non-injury related stuff. The NIR list. That's an actual thing, and they could have put him on there, and then his trade value stays intact. But nope. They're dumb. They're the Raiders. What happened was it was like all happening too quick for them to be able to understand. Like they didn't have a plan. So they're reacting to what's happening. They're not preparing for what could happen if the season starts to go bad and Davante Adams gets disgruntled like he's already disgruntled. Like, how are you not preparing for the event? Because if you were prepared for that, your plan would have been, okay, if this happens, we're going to take him off the field and we're going to trade him. But it doesn't seem like that they knew what they were doing. So the first thing they did was, okay, how do we get him out of this week's game while we try and handle this internally? And they couldn't keep it internal anymore. But I want to also talk about the revealing that Davante Adams lied on Kay Adams' show. Did you see that?
No, I didn't see it. What did he say?
So remember, he went on the show the day that everyone was like, oh, Antonio Pierce liked that post about Davante Adams getting traded or whatever. And he went on the show and he was like, nope, no one talked to me. I'm innocent. It wasn't, I don't know what's going on. Didn't know that there was any kind of trade talks, but I guess I'll hear soon. Okay, it's such a sad thing, but
yeah, I saw
I can't
that.
control it. You saw that, right?
Yeah.
Well, it turns out that morning before the interview, Davante was the one that requested a trade. And he got on Adams before the Raiders could get ahead of it in the media, so he could try and control the narrative against his own freaking franchise that he grew up watching. Raider Nation is so fair weather, and I've been saying it since day one. Literally, glass house. Even their own players aren't actually ride or die for the Raider Nation. I'm so passionate about this, though. I'm too passionate.
Their fan base is wild. Like, I don't know. I agree their fan base isn't in Vegas yet because it's everybody wants to party and go to it, but that fan base is bigger than probably both of ours combined, right?
It's bigger, but that's not always better. Sometimes it's about the motion in the ocean.
I try to tell my wife that.
You know what I mean? It's not always. Yeah. It's not always about the size. You know what I mean? Sometimes you want quality over quantity. Quality over quantity, and I guarantee you get any sensible Raiders fan on this microphone, they will tell you that like 75% of that fan base is straight garbage.
Oh, I would
ask him in 20 minutes. Ask him 20 minutes. I forgot about the show. I'm so ready to just cook the Raiders. Like I forgot about the entire show we had planned.
No,
I just want to sit here and roast the fucking Raiders. Shout out all your stuff real quick again. I'm gonna put it in the intro, but say it in the outro too.
Sports Talk Denver. Only jump on if the Chargers lose and give me some love. Much love, y'all.
Will the Chargers destroy the Broncos? Yes, but to be for sure, we're gonna have to wait and see if the ball don't lie on that one. Thank you for tuning in to another NFL Mike video. Now it's time to go make more football friends or go and compete in the Mike's Pickems Challenge or against me in daily fantasy football challenges by joining my completely free NFL group chat. Or head to fifthdown.shop and check out and see if we got your team's newest designs. Or now you can simply rep your favorite players without having to wear another team's gear. And then tag us in pictures of you wearing your Fifth Down merch for a shout out in the next episode of NFL Mike's Corner. And help us reach our goal of getting 1,000 NFL fans wearing Fifth Down. Or you can head to the next NFL Mike video by clicking it. It's on your screen. Go ahead.